Hello, and welcome back to the Natural Life Podcast. I'm your host, Brenda Romanowski, and here we dive into all things natural, from health to homemaking, where we balance health and home with natural wisdom and a little bit of everything in between. Now, as we are huddling into these winter months, it feels like everyone is coughing or sneezing or asking, is this just allergies or... But staying ahead of these seasonal bugs can really feel like we are dodging raindrops in a storm, right? But fear not. Today, I will introduce you to two powerhouse remedies, NAC, which I'll explain what that is, and Mullein. And these can really help shield your lungs. They can boost immunity. They can kind of make winter feel a little less daunting. And they have been both gaining attention for their ability to support respiratory health. They can boost immunity. They even can help with detoxification. And these aren't just trendy remedies. These are tried and true solutions I used to recommend to my own clients when I was in practice. And I cannot wait to share how they work. So whether you're someone who struggles with seasonal colds, allergies, or just really wants to stay ahead of the game this winter, you'll want to stick around for this one. So grab a warm cup of tea, maybe Mullein tea if you have it, and let's dive into some natural wisdom that can help you thrive this season. Before we jump in, I want to take a quick moment to chat about something important. What you're about to hear is pure education straight from my functional nutrition heart to yours. This podcast is all about empowering you with natural wisdom, but it's not medical advice. Think of it like a friendly chat between health nerds who want to keep you leveling up your wellness game, right? If you're dealing with any specific health concerns, pregnant, nursing, on medications, managing a chronic condition, please connect with your healthcare provider before making any big changes to your diet, your supplements, or your lifestyle. While remedies like NAC and Mullein can be incredibly beneficial, everybody is unique and individual responses can vary. My goal is to give you incredible, actionable information that you can transform your health journey with, but I always want you to be safe and supported. Your unique health story matters, and professional guidance is key. Now that we've got that important note covered, let's jump into the exciting world of natural remedies to keep you breathing easy this winter. Let's start with NAC. And this is short for N-Acetylcysteine. This is a supplement that has been studied for decades for its wide-ranging health benefits. But I don't want that scientific name to intimidate you. I'll break it down so it's easy to understand. So let's start with N-Acetylcysteine, affectionately called NAC. Now, I know it sounds like something you'd find in a science lab, or maybe a superhero's utility belt. And honestly, I think it's kind of both. NAC is a form of the amino acid cysteine, and it's basically kind of like a VIP at the antioxidant party. Why? Because it helps your body produce glutathione. Glutathione is an antioxidant that is so powerful that it could probably, let's relate this to health, it could probably bench press free radicals in its sleep. So it's like a superhero for your cells. Okay, that's what glutathione is. It protects them from damage that's caused by free radicals. And free radicals are really molecules that are unstable that can harm your cells. So when your body is under stress, whether it's from illness or pollution or even aging, your glutathione levels can drop. And that's where NAC comes in. It helps to replenish those levels. So what does this mean for your lungs? Well, two key things. Number one, it's a mucus buster. So I want you to imagine trying to breathe through honey. It's really thick. That's kind of gross, right? That's what thick mucus feels like in your lungs. And NAC thins that mucus, making it easier to clear out. And this makes it especially helpful for conditions like chronic bronchitis or even COPD. And whether you're battling a cold or bronchitis or just that annoying winter gunk, NAC really is your friend. Next, NAC is an inflammation fighter. So winter air isn't just cold, it's harsh sometimes, right? And what NAC does is it reduces the inflammation in the lungs, and this helps to protect them from long-term damage, which is caused by colds and pollution and chronic conditions like asthma. So on top of its lung-loving benefits, along with being great for your lungs, NAC also supports your immune health because it reduces that oxidative stress. And remember, those free radicals are running wild, and there a lot of times aren't enough antioxidants to keep them in check. Picture it like a toddler being let loose in a freshly cleaned room, right? Chaos spreads quickly, and it's really tough to recover. But what happens is NAC helps to prevent this mess because it increases that glutathione, which really glutathione is the master antioxidant. And then that glutathione protects your cells, it supports your immune response, and then it calms that oxidative chaos. The NAC then allows your immune system to focus on what it is supposed to do, keep you healthy and resilient. And another bonus, this whole process also supports better energy levels because oxidative stress can leave you feeling run down. So NAC's ability to reduce inflammation also makes a double win for anyone looking to feel their best. So whether you're recovering from a cold, whether you're handling seasonal changes, whether you're stressed, or just want to give your body an edge, NAC is a tool that is worth keeping in your wellness toolkit. Now, who should use NAC? Let's talk about who might benefit most from this amazing supplement. Number one, those with chronic respiratory issues. If you have asthma, COPD, chronic bronchitis, NAC can really help by thinning that mucus and reducing lung inflammation. Next, it is for those cold and flu recovery warriors. If you're battling a cold or recovering from the flu, NAC is great for clearing out that lingering congestion and supporting your immune system. Third, people that are exposed to high levels of pollution. If you live in a city or an area where the air quality is poor, NAC can help to counteract that oxidative stress that's caused by all of those environmental toxins. Or if you work in a place where there's a lot of toxins, environmental air toxins, NAC can help. Fourth, it's anyone looking to boost their immunity. NAC replenishes glutathione. This supports a strong immune response, especially during high stress times or flu season, when we're all stressed, right? Now, who should be cautious with NAC? Anybody that has a sensitive stomach or stomach sensitivities. If you have acid reflux, if you have a history of ulcers, NAC could irritate your stomach lining, so you want to be careful there. Anyone on blood thinners or nitroglycerin, NAC might interact with these medications, so I want you to check with your healthcare provider first. And then those who are pregnant or breastfeeding, as always, consult your doctor before adding any supplement to your routine. Oh, and fair warning, NAC can have a very distinct sulfur smell. So if you take it and you think, why does my kitchen suddenly smell like boiled eggs? Don't panic. It's totally normal. Now let's talk about Mullein. Mullein really isn't as flashy as NAC, but it's kind of like that reliable friend, right? They always have tissues, they always have tea, they always listen when you're feeling down. And Mullein is, I'm sure you've seen it in the summertime on the banks. It's not a very pleasant looking weed, as some people call it, but it's very tall, it's very fuzzy. It has fuzzy leaves, it has yellow flowers, grows in many parts of the world, and it's really been used in traditional medicine as far back as ancient Greece for its ability to soothe respiratory issues, and for good reason. Because first, it has expectorant power. It helps to loosen and expel mucus. So if your lungs are feeling like they've set up a mucus motel this winter, Mullein politely asks the guests to pack their bags and leave. It also is a soothing demulcent. Mullein's mucilage, which is really a fancy word for its slimy, soothing component, it really just coats irritated tissues. It calms those dry, scratchy coughs. Can kind of act like a spa day for your throat and lungs. And then it's also anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial. Mullein doesn't just calm irritation. It helps reduce inflammation, and it might even fight off bacteria or viruses. And that's like getting your immune system upgraded, right? So why wouldn't you use this? Well, how to use it first. The most common way to use Mullein is either in a tea made from its dried leaves or from its flowers. Next is a tincture. And if you don't know what a tincture is, it's basically just a concentrated liquid extract. It can be added to water, can be added to tea, can take it under your tongue. And then the third way are capsules. I like the convenience. I take it in capsule form. So it is available that way as well. Now, who should be cautious taking Mullein? Well, Mullein is generally safe when it's used appropriately, but here are some considerations. You always want to avoid using mullein seeds. So if you plan to go harvest your own mullein, do not use the seeds. They contain toxic compounds that you should not ingest. So be very cautious there. Again, pregnant or breastfeeding women, please consult your healthcare provider before you use Mullein. Third, for those people who have allergies to plants in the figwort family, please proceed with caution. Okay? Now that we've covered the benefits of both NAC and Mullein, here's how you can incorporate these natural friends into your daily life this winter. So you could take, I'm going to talk about just NAC here right now. You could take a daily dose of NAC, that would be 600 to 1200 milligrams, as a supplement during cold and flu season. And this will keep your lungs and your immune system in tip-top shape. You could take Mullein for symptom relief. Okay, that was NAC, this is Mullein. You can take Mullein for symptom relief at the first sign of a cough or congestion. You want to take some Mullein tea or a tincture or capsules to keep your throat calm, to keep clear of that mucus. And then the tag team action. These two remedies complement each other beautifully. NAC works behind the scenes at the cellular level, while Mullein provides the soothing immediate relief. Now, how long should you take these? Well, first, let's talk about NAC. This can be taken 3 different ways. Number 1, short-term use. That would be 1 to 2 weeks. If you're recovering from a cold, a flu, another respiratory infection, NAC can help thin mucus and speed recovery. And a course of about 1 to 2 weeks is typically adequate for clearing out that congestion and supporting your immune system. Next is seasonal use. That's during the winter months. So during winter, when colds and flus are common, many people take NAC daily just to strengthen their immune system and protect their lungs. And this can be done for several months, but taking breaks after prolonged use is a good idea. This basically is just to ensure your body doesn't rely on that supplement forever, okay? Third is chronic conditions. So if these are ongoing, so for people managing chronic respiratory issues like COPD or asthma, NAC may be taken long-term under the guidance of a healthcare provider. Keep that in mind. It's really important to monitor your body's response, so you want to check in with your practitioner regularly. Now let's talk about Mullein. How long should you take that? Well, again, short-term use, 1 to 3 weeks. This would be for acute issues like colds, wet or dry coughs, mild bronchitis, and you can use that Mullein tea or tinctures or capsules until your symptoms improve, usually within 1 to 3 weeks. You can take it periodically on and off. Like if you live in a cold environment, if you live in a polluted environment, you can use Mullein intermittently throughout the winter to soothe your lungs. For example, having a cup of Mullein tea a few times a week. That can be good to act kind of as a preventative. And third, Mullein is not meant for long-term use with outbreaks. Mullein is an herb with soothing and expectorant properties, and extended use isn't typically necessary unless it is advised by your healthcare provider. Really, Mullein is ideal for just addressing specific issues rather than long-term daily use, so keep that in mind. Now again, if you are combining these, a common approach is to take them for preventative use. What that means is take NAC daily during cold and flu season, use Mullein occasionally or as when needed when you feel congested. Or acute symptom relief. Both NAC and Mullein can be used during flare-ups, but taper off once you're feeling better. And an important note, while both of them are natural, every individual is different. Every body is different. And long-term use of any supplement should really be discussed with your healthcare provider, especially if you're managing chronic conditions or you are taking medications. Now, where to purchase? Well, I want to make it super simple for you to get your hands on these amazing things we just talked about. If you're looking to boost your immune system and support your lungs, I've got you covered. You can head over to my Designs for Health storefront, and that is located at designsforhealth.com/u/Monarch Natural Health, which I will share in the show notes. That's for NAC, and these are the exact supplements I recommend. I personally use myself. Quality matters when it comes to supplements. Do not buy your supplements on Amazon, people. Please. And then for my Mullein lovers and my herb enthusiasts, you can check out my full script dispensary at the whole link will be in the show notes, but it's us.fullscript.com/welcome/Monarch Natural Health. And I have a whole slew of amazing natural remedies. These are not your average supplements, okay? These are professional grade. These are carefully selected, and I stand behind them 100%. If you're not sure about starting something new, please chat with your healthcare provider. I cannot give you advice on what you should be taking personally. This is for educational purposes only. I'm about making health simple, convenient, and totally doable for you. So talk to your healthcare provider. So grab your supplements, boost your immune system, keep living that natural life. And while winter doesn't have to mean constant colds and lingering coughs, by adding in the NAC and Mullein to your wellness toolkit, you will be giving your lungs and immune system the support they need to thrive. So whether you're recovering from a cold, you're battling that winter air, or you just want to stay ahead of the game, these remedies are simple, effective, and most importantly, natural. As always, remember that natural health is about finding what works best for you. Start small. Maybe try some Mullein tea this week. See how your body responds. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Natural Life Podcast. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with a friend who could use some extra immune support this winter. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Stay healthy, stay cozy, and make it a great day.